Fenway Park, NESN presents Boston Red Sox baseball. This afternoon, the Red Sox wrap up their 3-game series with the Blue Jays. Hi, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always, joined by Jerry Remy. Curt Schilling getting the start today for the Red Sox. A great start last time. A little different today in front of the Fenway faithful.
Well, you know, Don, you got the buzz and the excitement in the ballpark like you do when Pedro Martinez pitches. Now you've got it on back-to-back days because this crowd is very excited to see Curt Schilling. Of course, he won his first game against Baltimore last week and pitched very well in some cool conditions down there against the Orioles. Schilling also made some fine defensive plays in that ball game. Turned one play into a double play. So, you know, this guy has been the whole package. You think about it, you know, he's been fired up for his first start against Northeastern. He was certainly fired up for his first start of the season against Baltimore. Now he gets the home opener for him here at Fenway Park. And he was here this morning, probably earlier than any member of the Red Sox, going over his notes. One thing he's had to do the last couple of days, done a lot of studying on these Toronto hitters. He's well prepared for this game today.
He's certainly ready to go, as are we. Last night, Pedro Martinez shut down the Toronto Blue Jays. This afternoon, the other ace for the Red Sox gets his chance. First pitch from Fenway is next. Fenway Park on this Easter Sunday as Curt Schilling makes his way from the bullpen on what has turned out to be just a lovely afternoon here at Fenway Park. And as he makes his way in, I'm quite sure he will hear it from the Fenway faithful today as he makes his Red Sox debut at home. Well, certainly the picture is telling the story today as Curt Schilling making his way in from the bullpen. I think Curt has a pretty good sense of what this outing means and what it's going to be like to pitch in a Red Sox uniform here in New England. Our Sam Marciano had a chance to sit down with him about that very topic last week.
I'm sure that the fans, they'll be good right up until I stink. And if I don't pitch well, I expect them to boo the crap out of me.
Baseball on NESN is brought to you by Aflac, by Honda, by Coors Light, by New England Toyota dealers, by LoJack, and by Southwest Airlines. Well, the Red Sox taking the field, led by Curt Schilling. On what has turned out to be a very nice afternoon here at Fenway Park. It will be a filled house as we take a look at the starting lineups for the visiting Toronto Blue Jays, brought to you by Rico. Reed Johnson at the top of the order with Frank Catalanato in left field. The center fielder is Vernon Wells. First base, Carlos Delgado hitting at just 167, although he's 5 for 13 against Curt Schilling. Josh Phelps, the DH. Eric Hinsky at third base. Greg Myers doing the catching for just the second time this season. Orlando Hudson at second base. And the number 9 hitter is Chris Gomez, as, of course, the Toronto Blue Jays today facing Curt Schilling.
Second appearance for Schilling. He got the win against Baltimore. He pitched 6 innings in that game, allowing 7 hits and 2 earned runs, only 1 walk. Schilling's got great control. And, of course, 7 strikeouts for Schilling. You see his scouted report. The fastball, the splitter. Those are the 2 main pitches for him. He'll throw a slider. He'll throw a curveball. Once in a while, a straight change. Once in a while, a cut fastball. And the Red Sox defense is brought to you by Lexus, and it's Gabe Kapler, the star in the outfield yesterday with a fine diving play early in the game. He'll be joined in the outfield by Manny Ramirez and Cesar Crespo, with Miller at third, Reese at short, Bellhorn at second, Millar at first, and Jason Varitek behind the plate. You see Schilling turning a double play in that game that he pitched down in Baltimore.
Umpiring crew is Tim Sheeta in behind the plate, Jeff Nelson at first, Marty Foster at second, and Joe Brinkman, the umpire, at third. Where available, his telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos, and happy Easter to everybody.
Red Sox tradition meets high definition. Today's game is brought to you by the HD experts at Tweeter. Tweeter, just sit back and enjoy. We are ready to sit back and enjoy Curt Schilling's debut here in a Red Sox uniform at home. The warm-up tosses are done, and Curt, as you mentioned, Jerry, in the open, as fired up as we've ever seen him here a long time before the game this afternoon.
He actually sat in the dugout prior to the game and watched the Toronto Blue Jays take batting practice.
Reed Johnson climbing into the batter's box from the right side. As Schilling gets himself set, and the first pitch of his outing is in there for strike one. We're underway.
Schilling 1 for 4 in his career. 1 win, 4 losses against the Blue Jays. He has not pitched against them since the year 2000.
Reed Johnson, the right fielder, facing Curt Schilling here to begin things in the top of the first inning. Johnson 4 for 17 in the young season, hitting at .235. Tried to hold up, could not. Foul tips it into Varitek's mitt.
That fastball 94 miles an hour from Schilling, up high, and you could see that hitters have a tendency to chase that, and it's almost impossible to hit. Let the fastball away.
Towards right center field, hit pretty well. On the move is Kapler to get back there. Dave Kapler got a great jump and is able to reel that one in for out number 1.
And that's the part of the ballpark that Schilling wants to use. Remember early in spring training when he started working on that cut fastball, the reason was to use all this big area out there in right field. Keeps that fastball away from the right-hander. They're late on the swing, and Kapler has plenty of room out in right center field to make the play.
So 1 away, and here's Frank Catalanato. Catalanato at .333, 7 for his first 21 in the season. Right back and off Schilling and into center field. Here to get a piece of Schilling on the way by as it deflects into center field, and Catalanato's aboard.
Well, Catalanato again. Now he's now hitting 6 straight games. He's hitting every game of this series. 3 hits in the first game. He was 1 for 4 yesterday, and right back up the middle on Schilling. Schilling fortunate this didn't get him in the throwing hand.
So Catalanato at first, being held on by Millar. As Vernon Wells stands in, 5 for his first 20 on the season, an RBI, and still looking for his first home run of the year. .92 miles per hour that time from Curt Schilling. A breakout season for Vernon Wells last year. He led the league in hits with 215 hits last year, 373 total bases. And for the second straight season, Vernon Wells driving in 100+ runs. He ended up with 117 RBIs. He's just the 3rd center fielder in Major League history to record 100 RBIs in each of his first 2 full seasons. Sends it foul below us, and it's 1-2 to Vernon Wells.
Most of the members of the Toronto Blue Jays have not faced Schilling. Delgado has. Greg Myers has, and Chris Gomez. Other than that, nobody else in that lineup has faced Schilling.
Schilling with the 1-2. This thing up top, and it evens up at 2-2. Schilling against Toronto in his career 1-4 with a 5.45 earned run average in 9 career appearances as Jason Varitek goes out to talk to him. But what a great debut for him in that first outing in Baltimore, really getting off on the right foot. And the Red Sox 2 big acquisitions during the offseason playing a part in that victory in Baltimore, with Schilling getting the win and Keith Foulke picking up his first save of the season as well. The 2-2. Right back and out of the reach. A Bellhorn into center field. Up to second base goes Catalinato. There's another one driven back up the middle here for the Blue Jays, and they have 2 on with 1 away.
Tough to tell. I believe that was a split on. It was about 85, 84 miles an hour. And a pretty good job of hitting there by Vernon Wells. That ball dipping down around the knees, and he's still able to line it into center field for the base hit. Here's one guy that has faced Schilling, Delgado, 385 with a couple of career home runs.
5 for 13 against Schilling. 167 overall for Delgado. It's been a very slow start. And he goes aggressively right after the first offering. Also has 2 doubles and a triple to go along with those couple of home runs. So all the hits that he's had against Curt Schilling have been for extra bases. At that pitch quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Follows the fastball with the split-fingered fastball from upstairs in the strike zone to down and out of the strike zone. Even with the man in scoring position, the Red Sox have the full shift on Delgado.
Drove in 145 runners last year, career high. And here he has 2 on with 1 away in the first inning. Inside that time. 145 RBIs last season, the most in the major leagues. With 97 RBIs before the All-Star break. Swing and a miss, and Schilling strikes him out. First strikeout on the afternoon for Curt Schilling.
And again, looks like the split-fingered fastball from Schilling to pick up a strikeout. Perfect location, down and away from Delgado. You know, one of the things throughout the years that make the great pitchers great is how they pitch with men in scoring position. I mean, you look at some of the numbers for those quality pitchers, and they're well below 200 with men in scoring position.
2 down for Josh Phelps, the DH. Well, these Blue Jays have been very aggressive against Curt Schilling, swinging very early in count so far. And Phelps is no different. He's down 0-1. 4 for his first 17 to begin the season. And down 0-2. Phelps had a great spring, hit a .304 during spring training. This will bring them to their feet at Fenway. 2 on, 2 outs. The 0-2 just missing. Framed by Varitek, and that looked awfully good.
Schilling questioning the home plate umpire, Jim Jeter, on where this pitch, how far outside was it? Did appear to be outside from that camera angle. We'll see Varitek set up behind home plate. Looks like a good call. Schilling looked into the home plate umpire, just kind of made a motion. Was it outside?
It's been well documented. Curt Schilling is not a fan of the Questex system, which is here at Fenway Park. And many pitchers around the league have not been fans of the system. Missing here, and it's 2-2. Here's a look at Questex. I understand the argument. If you're going to put it in some ballparks, you probably should have them in them all.
Exactly.
The 20th pitch of the inning. is strike 3, swung on and missed. Varitek will have to apply the tag and does. Back-to-back strikeouts for Schilling. The Jays get nothing. Red Sox coming up from Fenway. A beautiful Easter Sunday at Fenway. Scoreless into the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Red Sox lineup, brought to you by Dodge. Mark Bellhorn leads it off at second base. Bill Miller batting second and third. David Ortiz is the DH. Manny Ramirez 4 for 8 on the homestand and his first home run of the year here last night. Kevin Millard first base. Jason Varitek doing the catching. Dave Kapler in right field. Cesar Crespo back in center. Pokey Reese batting ninth at shortstop as the Red Sox face Miguel Bautista.
A teammate of Curt Schilling for the last 3 years. You see his numbers 0-1 this year. That loss came against the Tigers, only going 5 innings in that game. Last year for Arizona, 10-9 on the season with a 3.54 ERA. This guy will throw everything but the kitchen sink up at home plate, and if he could throw the kitchen sink, he'd probably throw that too. Toronto defense is brought to you by a New England Toyota dealers. At third base will be Eric Hinsky. Chris Gomez gets the start at shortstop. Orlando Hudson at second and Carlos Delgado at first. Left to right, Frank Colorado, Vernon Wells, and Reed Johnson. Greg Myers doing the catching today for Bautista.
Mark Bellhorn standing in and leading off for the Red Sox for the first time this season. Last night we saw Cesar Crespo in this capacity, and Terry Francona switching it up here today. Bellhorn enjoyed his first home run in a Red Sox uniform, wrapping it around the pole in right. And Bellhorn, who only hit 2 home runs last year, comes up with a home run in just game 6 of the season for the Red Sox. The Red Sox with 3 home runs last night. David Ortiz and Manny Ramirez also chipping in with the home runs here last night. And what an effort last night for Pedro Martinez. As Manny Ramirez enjoying his first home run last night, and Ortiz with a monster blast up over the bullpen. Bellhorn facing Bautista in the National League. And he's had very good success against him, largely the reason that he is in that leadoff spot here today. And there's ball 4. This one skips away from Greg Myers as Bellhorn reached first base, walking to begin things here in the bottom of the first inning.
Now that's another reason that he's in the leadoff spot. The fact that it's already picked up his 8th walk of the season. He takes a lot of pitches. He's got a great eye at the plate. Combine that with the success against Bautista. That's why he's leading off.
So Bellhorn at first, and here comes Bill Miller. Bill 6 for 28 to begin the year with a .214 batting average. As he takes strike 1. Miller is hitless in his last 14 at bats over his last 3+ games. He started very hot. He had 3 hits on opening night. He was 6 for his first 14, but again hitless in his last 14 at bats. Line right to Gomez. And then there's one away.
Couple of changes in that lineup for the Jays today. Gomez at shortstop. First appearance of the series starting, and it's also Greg Myers behind the plate.
One down. Bellhorn at first. Here comes David Ortiz. He cracked his 2nd home run of the year last night. He extended his hitting streak to 5 games. And over those 5 games, going 5 for 16 at .313. At the time we were scoreless last night in a pitcher's duel. Roy Halladay and Pedro Martinez until this occurred. Up over the Boston bullpen. And David Ortiz with his 2nd home run of the year in the first 6 games of the season for the Red Sox. And Ortiz ahead 2-0.
Mentioned that Bautista will throw a lot of different pitches. Fastball, sinking fastball, cut fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, and splitter. I mean, all of them. I was reading that in the scouting report there this morning, and I said, man, I guess he's going to make up new ones. to get any more pitches.
David Ortiz has 2 home runs right now. Last year it took until May 24th for David to get his 2nd home run, which was the 28th game of the season. And of course it was off Roy Halladay. Taking all the way, he does take the walk. 2nd walk of the inning, surrendered by Miguel Bautista. Two on, 1 away, and Manny Ramirez striding towards the plate. Bautista's been a little all over the place. He's thrown 11 pitches, 8 for balls. This is Manny's new music. I heard it before in the clubhouse that he's switched it up here over the last couple days.
That's a catchy tune.
He can dance to it. Runners at 1st and 2nd, 1 away.
Well, one thing Red Sox hitters don't want to do is we look at career leaders against the Blue Jays. Manny's 2nd in that list with 38. Red Sox hitters do not want to help him out. He's having trouble right now finding the strike zone. Make him throw strikes.
Field for a base hit. Bellhorn being waved around. He will score. Ortiz will be stopped at 3rd on the RBI double by Manny Ramirez. And as the Red Sox on top 1-0.
Well, Manny's hot right now. 3 hits in the game last night. Goes to the opposite field again. We've seen him do this a number of times early in the season, going the other way with the man in scoring position and driving in the run. Got a good pitch to hit. Got a fastball right out over the plate. And a line drive to the opposite field.
So 2 in scoring position now with 1 down. And here's Kevin Millar. In the air to right field. Reed Johnson heading back to the base of the warning track to make that catch. Plenty deep enough for David Ortiz to tag and score. Ramirez moves to 3rd, and the Red Sox lead it 2-0.
I was thinking that ball hit last night might have had a chance to get out of here because that wind was blowing out toward the bullpen area. Different breeze today at Fenway. And it still goes out as far as the warning track.
For Millar, his 3rd RBI of the season. And as you see that breeze out there in left center field. 2 outs in the inning. Ramirez at 3rd. And here's Jason Varitek batting 6th in the Red Sox order today. Well, the walk certainly costly for Bautista. He walked 2, and they have both come around to score here for the Red Sox in the 1st. Bautista in his 1st outing went 5 innings, giving up 7 hits and 5 runs. He walked 2 and struck out 4. He did not allow a home run in that outing. He's 0-1 coming into today's. Played by Myers to his right. It's 2-1 now to Varitek. The Red Sox with a sacrifice fly here, of course, led the American League last year in sacrifice flies. There was 64 of them. 3-1 count to Varitek. Varitek was 0 for 2 here last night with a couple of walks. He's been walking quite a bit in the early going. In the first 6 games, he's walked 8 times, with at least 1 walk in every game. Up and away, and another walk. The 3rd of the inning given up by Bautista.
He's having really big-time trouble controlling everything. That fastball just really sailing nowhere near the strike zone.
He's thrown 19 pitches, Jerry, 13 balls.
Yeah, it's not a good start. And when he has thrown one over the plate, the Red Sox have hit it pretty well. Ramirez and then Millar with the sacrifice fly. Even Miller with the line out to shortstop.
And Gil Patterson, the pitching coach out there for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Well, while fans are buying 2004 Red Sox tickets at a record pace, thousands are still available, including some for next week's series with the Orioles. Rafael Palmeiro and Miguel Tejada lead the O's into Fenway for 7 o'clock games on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. Log on to RedSox.com or call 877-RED-SOX-9 to get your tickets today.
Now today has turned into a very nice day. As we got here, it was kind of cloudy, gloomy, and a little bit on the chilly side. But so far here today, the lights are on, but very comfortable afternoon. The sun peeking through. And Red Sox fans enjoying this Easter Sunday here at Fenway Park. 2 down in the first inning. The Red Sox have scored twice. Here's Gabe Kapler.
You're right, Don. All in all, for these 3 games in this series, pretty darn good weather from what we could have here at this time of the year in April.
It does, however, sound like the next couple of days is going to be a little dicey after the off day here tomorrow for the Red Sox. The Baltimore Orioles will be in here beginning Tuesday. Kapler, sounds like he broke his bat, grounding it foul outside at first. And Gabe will get a new bat.
Yeah, that fastball from Bautista really running back in on the label of the bat of Gabe Kapler. Kapler has been struggling a bit with the bat, one for his last 13, but he's made some very good defensive plays. See that fastball, how much it ran back in, and look like you got a Kapler right at the label of the bat. And most of the time when that happens, it'll break. How about that for analyzing?
That was it's like one of the very best, Rem Dog. 0-2 is fouled off. Still nothing in 2. Well, the Red Sox getting to Miguel Bautista so far for 2 runs. He has walked 3 in the inning. Bautista spending the bulk of his major league career in the National League. The Pittsburgh Pirates, the Cubs, the Expos, the Arizona Diamondbacks for the last 3 years, and spent 1 season in Kansas City with the Royals. An overall 42 and 50 mark in the major leagues. Well, 1-2 to Kapler.
Well, the complaining by Bautista, thought he had a strike, but he's been all over the place in this inning, and when that happens, the tendency is you don't get close pitches. That ball had the plate. The question, was it high enough?
Well, 1-2. Missing again. 2-2. Bautista's 33 years of age, from Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic. Resides in Weston, Florida during the offseason. As at a very lengthy first inning, the Red Sox have runners at the corners. This will be the 25th pitch of the inning for Bautista. Kapler pops it up foul, back towards the screen and onto it.
Don, we drove through Weston, Florida on the way right across Alligator Alley.
We did?
Yeah.
Can't say that I remember.
Right after you get off the alley and you get back on, I don't know what it is, heading toward 95, you go right kind of through Weston.
Is that first toll booth we hit?
It's right after the toll booth, yeah.
Okay. The 2-2 to Kapler. Swing and a miss, and Bautista strikes him out to conclude the first, but not before the Red Sox gather a pair in the bottom of the first inning. We've played 2-0 Red Sox. Rakinski, Greg Myers, and Orlando Hudson expected here in the second inning for the Blue Jays. Rakinski sends it foul off the left side. 4 for his first 18 is Rakinski for 222. Blue Jays got 2 hits in the first inning off Schilling. Broken bat pop-up. Bill Miller's calling for it. He makes the catch for out number 1. Let's find Eric Freed. Eric?
Don, you said Curt Schilling had to wait 17.5 minutes to come back out for this inning. He waited 57 minutes before the first pitch. He was in the dugout at 1:10 p.m. today. That was almost an hour before he went out to the mound and threw that first pitch. Everybody talks about his maniacal preparation and his intensity. And before his Red Sox Fenway debut yesterday, he said he has to channel that. He has to use that. He knew he'd be a little amped up today. So he was in that dugout before the game trying to keep it all together.
Thanks, Eric. Greg Myers sending a one-hopper to Millard first. 2 down.
First curveball from Schilling today. It was hit pretty well by Myers, but right at Kevin Millar. We've seen fastballs, we've seen cut fastballs, we've seen splitters. Now we see the first curveball from Schilling. Myers right on top of it, but right at Kevin Millar.
I think I'm going to start doing that, Jerry. Show up here much earlier than we do and just kind of sit here and focus. And have nobody talk to me or anything.
But we kind of do that every day. We get here early and we have a certain preparation routine.
It's not quite the same, though. Orlando Hudson 4 for 18 on the season, sending it to Bellhorn at second. A very quick and easy 5-pitch second inning for Schilling. 1, 2, 3 go the Jays. Red Sox on top 2-0. Red Sox on top as we get ready for the bottom of the second inning. Hello to you out on the monster seats. The league leaders are brought to you by Volvo, the official vehicle of the Boston Red Sox. Take a look at hits so far this season in the American League. We saw Javi Lopez. What a start for him with the Orioles. Manny Ramirez got 10. Marcus Giles, the Atlanta Braves, started off with 12 on top of the National League hit leaders. Fast starts for some to begin the season.
See the last name on that list? Tony Womack.
He was with the Red Sox in spring training.
To be able to move on. He did move on, and he's got to a great start.
Is there just the car starting up again? There's Curt Schilling, who had a very easy 1, 2, 3 second inning on just 5 pitches. And there's Cesar Crespo to lead it off in the bottom of the second inning. Crespo, Pokey Reese, and Mark Bellhorn expected. This is a foul ball. And it evens up at 1-1 to Crespo. Miguel Bautista with a very difficult first inning in which he walked 3. 2 of those walks turned into runs.
A big day on NESN today. The Red Sox game this afternoon, and of course the Bruins playoff game up in Montreal tonight. Coverage for that starts at 6:30.
Evens up now 2-2 to Crespo.
That means Tom Caron will be very busy today. He did the Red Sox pregame show, postgame show, then he goes right into the Bruins pregame show. You know, they moved from like Studio A to Studio B.
Right.
That's headquarters.
World headquarters.
Much larger than anything CNN could put together. TC has 2 different makeup people today. One, a Red Sox makeup person, and the Bruins makeup person.
He told me that he uses a thicker makeup for the Red Sox because there's more lighting, I think, in the Red Sox. He fouled off the left side. I actually saw him opening day before we did the on-field ceremony. He was in there getting ready. He had 4 people working on his makeup, which I thought was a little much. But
well, when you become a big star, that's the way it is.
on the ground to Orlando Hudson. On to Delgado. And there's one away. For every run of the Red Sox catch stealing this season on NESN, you have a chance to win a LoJack stolen vehicle recovery system. Log on to NESN.com and enter the date, opponent, and runner's name for your chance to win in the LoJack caught stealing sweepstakes. One down for Pokey Reese. Reese batting ninth today and getting the start again at shortstop. Reese in the opening game of this series and the home opener for the Red Sox, and his Fenway Park debut was 1 for 3 with a double and a couple of runs driven in. It off the end of the bat off the right side. It's 0-2. Pokey Reese last year the Pittsburgh Pirates opening day second baseman. 215 last season and got a home run, 12 RBIs in 37 games before being injured on May 13th, not returning for the remainder of the season. Quick work made of Miguel Bautista. Pokey Reese, second strikeout for Bautista, 2 down.
Well, here's a guy that had big time trouble with control in the first inning, but much better control here in the second inning. As a matter of fact, not even wasting a pitch on the 0-2 count. He'll go with the fastball and pick up the outside corner. That ball tailed back on the corner, and Pokey Reese will make his way back to the dugout. So Bautista looks much better here in the second.
There's the top of the order, Mark Bellhorn, who swings at the first pitch. A 2-hopper to Orlando Hudson, who throws him out. So Bautista's figured himself out a little bit. A 1-2-3 inning. Red Sox on top 2-0. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Subaru, by Dunkin' Donuts, and by New England Jeep Dealers. Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy along with Eric Freed back at Fenway Park as we head to the top half of the third inning. Curt Schilling has retired 5 in a row. He's only thrown 25 pitches for the first 2 innings. 18 for strikes. And he faces 9-1-2 in the Toronto Blue Jays order in the third inning. Chris Gomez, Reed Johnson, and Frank Catalanato. Gomez signing as a free agent for the Toronto Blue Jays, making his debut here against the Red Sox on Friday. It was an 8th inning defensive substitution, and this technically is his first at bat of the season. He's had pretty good success against Curt Schilling. In the air to left field, down the line as it's bending foul, and out of play. 1-2. This one sliced foul off the right side. Well, everything surrounding this first appearance for Curt Schilling here at Fenway Park does not take him much to get fired up. And Terry Francona was talking before the game about Curt trying to find ways to motivate himself sometimes during the course of the season. He'll find something and really blow it up to make it big so he can focus on it. And he gets revved up for every start, like it's Game 7 of the World Series. It's just the way that he motivates himself. And we can't argue with the success that he's had over the course of his career doing just that. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to Chris Gomez. Strikeout number 3 for Curt Schilling.
Schilling has 7 strikeouts in his first outing in 6 innings against the Orioles. Now already 3 in this game, and the first on a fastball. The first 2 are on splitters, Delgado and Phelps. He just blows the fastball by Gomez for the 3rd strikeout of the day.
And there's Reed Johnson, who lined out to right field his first time up, as Schilling now goes second time through the Toronto Blue Jays order. Reed Johnson had a fine ending to last year, named the AL Rookie of the Month for September last year, and as he hit .363 in the last 25 games of the season. First strike. Schilling ahead again. 1-2. Moves up at 2-2. A full count to Reed Johnson. He's hung in there for a pretty good at bat here. A full count.
And good job as a leadoff man. He's made him throw a lot of pitches. Laid off back-to-back split-fingered fastballs.
Not many 3-2 counts so far, but here's one. And it's sliced foul back behind the Red Sox dugout. The last pitch at 96 miles per hour from Curt Schilling. Again the 3-2. Struck him out. Reed Johnson down by way of the K. 4 strikeouts and all for Curt Schilling.
Mentioned earlier how hard it is to lay off that high fastball. This ball's going to be up and out of the strike zone, but Reed Johnson, after a pretty good at bat, swings at ball 4.
His 4th among active career strikeout leaders is Curt Schilling, who has 4 strikeouts today. Clemens, Johnson, and Maddox. How about that company? Evens up at 1-1 to Catalinato. Schilling tries to strike out the side. He had 2 strikeouts in the first inning. He had none in the second as he retired the side in order. And 2 strikeouts here to begin this inning, and now he's ahead 1-2. On their feet again at Fenway for Schilling around the ballpark. The 1-2 pitch. Rounded foul over by the Red Sox dugout.
Red Sox fans this year in for a real treat in back-to-back games. Pedro Martinez and Curt Schilling to follow him. And obviously, if both guys are on their game, there should be a lot of strikeouts in those 2 games.
The 1-2. Catalinato staying alive, and if nothing else, the Blue Jays are forcing Schilling to throw more pitches in this inning. And it's now up to 42 pitches overall, 17 pitches thrown in this inning. Despite the fact that he has faced 2 batters and struck out 2 batters. Again, the 1-2. Bounces its way in and evens up now at 2-2.
The last time he pitched here at Fenway was against Pedro Martinez in interleague play.
He's a member of the Arizona Diamondbacks. I remember that day. Part of a sweeping, I might add, by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Red Sox had a very tough time in interleague play that year. This is grounded towards Pokey Reese. And plenty of time to get Catalinato. 8 in a row retired by Curt Schilling. Down in order again go the Jays. Red Sox on top 2-0.
At Fenway, the Red Sox have the 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Well, on Tuesday, the Red Sox are having a corporate fundraiser to benefit the Red Sox Foundation. Attending this welcome home lunch will be Red Sox players, owners, and coaches. The MC is Hollywood star Ben Affleck. If your company would like to sponsor a table, please call 781-721-0017 or check out RedSoxWelcomeHomeLunch.com. Sales are for tables of 10 only, and they're selling fast. So call Collar at 781-721-0017.
Bottom of the 3rd inning. Bill Miller to lead it off. Lined out to shortstop his first time up. Getting his second look at Miguel Bautista. Bautista, despite his control problems in the first inning, has only given up 1 hit over the first 2 innings, and that was to Manny Ramirez, the double to right field that scored the game's first run. The Red Sox second run coming on the sacrifice fly by Kevin Millar to right field. And again, Bautista with 3 walks in the first inning.
Red Sox tomorrow enjoy an off day, which I'm sure they're looking forward to. You know, it's been kind of nonstop since they returned home from that morning arrival for opening day.
I imagine there are a fair number of new Red Sox players will be looking to move into some places, maybe even find a place at this stage.
Yeah, just get unpacked, relax a little bit, go out to dinner, enjoy the day off.
3-1 sent foul, and it's a full count now to Bill Miller. Jerry, I want to welcome Julie Trediak to our booth this season. She is our new stage manager. She's been outstanding so far. She'll be assisting us all season long, which is not an easy job. Jerry's very high maintenance.
Oh,
the 3. It's foul off the left side.
you see, you throw that stuff out there and people start to believe that, you know.
This is Julie. We thank her for her assistance right out of the gate. She's been terrific, bringing us water and taking care of us up here in the booth. And she's even made friends with Wally. I noticed Wally's already talking to Julie.
Wally's the only guy that wasn't bothered by that early arrival. He never sleeps anyway. His eyes are always open.
Grounded to Delgado at first. He stumbles and need help, but Bautista nicely covering. Retire Bill Miller for the first out.
Well, each time the Red Sox win at Fenway Park, Hood donates $1,500 to the Hood Home Team Advantage charity program. The program benefits children's hospitals throughout New England. It's just another reason you can feel good about Hood.
One down. Here's David Ortiz. Ortiz walked in the first inning, one of the 3 walks given up by Bautista. David Ortiz needs 9 home runs for 100 in his major league career, coming up on a milestone for Ortiz. In the air, but foul down the right field line. Two now to Ortiz. Bautista last year in double figures in wins. He was 10-9 in 36 games overall, 29 starts for Arizona last year. Most wins he's had in the major leagues in any season, 11 in 2001 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He was 11-8 that year. 33 years of age. And now back in the American League with the Toronto Blue Jays. Count's gone full circle now. It had been 0-2, a 3-2 count to David Ortiz.
He's been pitching very carefully to Ortiz, even back in that first inning when he walked him.
Big swing and a miss by Ortiz. 3rd strikeout for Miguel Bautista. And there's 2 outs here in the last half of the 3rd inning.
Up above the belt with the fastball to get Ortiz. Ortiz, a very good low ball hitter. And this time Bautista goes just above the belt to pick up the strikeout.
So 2 down. Here's Manny Ramirez, who doubled in a run his first time up in the first inning. That's This in the air to right. Reed Johnson coming on, running on a slant. Will run it down. Had to go a fair distance to retrieve that one, but he does so successfully. It's now 7 in a row retired by Bautista. Red Sox on top 2-0. It's time now for the Aflac trivia question. And the question today: who is the only Red Sox player to hit a home run off the Fenway right field roof facade? The answer for you in the next half inning.
Happy Easter to you from Beverly, Mass.
On the ground and under. The backhanded glove of Bill Miller down towards the corner. Ramirez digging it out, but Vernon Wells will be standing at second base to begin things here in the 4th inning. That breaks up a string of 8 in a row retired by Curt Schilling.
Vernon Wells now 2 for 2 in this game. One quick hop by Bill Miller. He goes into that slide and tried to pick it with the glove, but just could not make the play, and all the way down in the corner. So Vernon Wells with a base hit back in the first. Now the leadoff double.
That was the 3rd hit given up by Curt Schilling today. As Carlos Delgado stands in, as this inning, Schilling facing Wells, Delgado, and Phelps. They're 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Look out, that hits Delgado. Well, Schilling had retired 8 in a row for the 8 strikeouts.
Trying to go inside with the fastball, maybe a little cut fastball, and it looks like right off the belt buckle gets Carlos Delgado. You gotta like that second inning, don't you? 5 pitches.
Retire the side in order. Pop out and 2 ground outs that inning. And the Jays really kind of made him work last inning, even though he had 3 up, 3 down type inning in the 3rd inning. They still were able to induce a great many pitches. Phelps out after the first pitch. He was a strikeout victim back in the 1st inning. That pitch at 93 miles per hour. To left center field. This will one-hop the wall. Vernon Wells coming around to score. Into second base with an RBI double goes Josh Phelps. And the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now 2-1 Red Sox, and the Jays are threatening for more with runners at second and third and nobody out.
Hey, Don, what we've seen from Phelps over the last couple of years, I think he's going to be a real good hitter. He sprays the ball all over the field with power. This time he'll go to left center field on the fastball from Schilling to pick up the RBI double. One hops off the wall. Pretty nice play out there by Crespo. But he'll also go to right field with power, too. We've seen a lot of that from Phelps. He can cut down on his strikeouts and make more contact.
Narakinski popped out to third base his first time up. Rookie of the year in 2002 for the Toronto Blue Jays. On the ground to first base. Millar's got one play. It's the tag first, and in the back door from third comes Carlos Delgado to tie the score at 2. And very quickly the Blue Jays have answered with 2 runs here in the top half of the 4th inning. On to third goes Phelps.
Well, if there's a such thing as a productive out, that is it. You know, you get the ground ball, you get the run home, but you also get the man from second to third now with the 1 out. So if there are such things as good outs in baseball, that is a great out.
So a double, a hit batsman, another double, and a ground out has led to 2 Toronto runs. Josh Phelps is at third base, still only 1 out in the inning. And here's Greg Myers, who grounded out to first base his first time up. 37-year-old Toronto catcher. Returning to Toronto for his second stint with the Blue Jays. Was there last year. Had a very good year. 121 games. He hit at .307. Quickly down 0-2.
Split-fingered fastball was supposed to be down and away. It stayed inside and it even completely fooled the Greg Myers. See, Veritek, he is set up away for the splitter, but it stays inside. Looks like another splitter.
Myers waves at it. There's strikeout number 5 for Curt Schilling. And there's 2 down here in the 4th inning.
Now with the 2 outs, the Red Sox push the infield back. Again, the split-fingered fastball to pick up the strikeout. That was a good one there. You can see the bottom really fall out of it, tail away from the left-handed hitter.
Two away for Orlando Hudson. He grounded out his first time up. We've seen Hudson, a very good defensive player, set the record for second baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays and led the American League with 477 assists last year. He was very busy at second base for the Toronto Blue Jays. Did have 9 home runs last year, and he hit one here last night off Pedro Martinez. And the strike to make it 2-1. Evens up at 2-2. Schilling trying to get out of the inning and preserve what is now a tie game. With Josh Phelps standing at third base, 2 down and 2 runs already in. Deuces are wild on the scoreboard and left. And 2-2 pitch. Full count now to Hudson.
And you're watching at home and you see Veritek wiggle the fingers for the sign. That is the split-fingered fastball for Schilling.
That would be the wiggle. The 3-2. Line foul back into the seats. Where the boxes jet out down the third base line. 60 pitches for Curt Schilling on the afternoon. 41 4 strikes.
Fastball inside.
And it gets him for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Schilling, 6 in all. The Jays get a pair of runs in the top of the 4th. On to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 2-2 from Fenway. Porcello and Jerry Remy with Eric Freed back at Fenway Park, tied at 2. Into the bottom of the 4th inning. Time now for the answer. Our half-pipe trivia question from an inning ago. He was the only Red Sox player to hit a home run off the right field roof facade. Troy Yastrzemski did it June 19th of 1977.
That was 1 year before I got to the Red Sox. I got here in '78, so I missed it. I did not see that.
I was guessing it was a left-handed hitter.
Pretty good guess,
Yeah.
Don. A long way to go the opposite way.
Quite a poke. And a right-handed hitter. Kevin Millar. A sacrifice fly in the first inning for his 3rd RBI of the season. At the time, put the Red Sox on top 2-0. We're now tied 2-2 into the last of the 4th. Bautista's really settled into his outing after first inning troubles. He has retired 7 Red Sox in a row.
Nice play. That's why you bring your glove to the ballpark.
Evens up now at 2-2 to Kevin Millar.
Hey, right about Bautista. He only given up one hit, the double of Manning. Had the control problems in the first inning when the Red Sox got 2, but he has settled down.
Last member of the Red Sox to reach, Jason Varitek, on a walk in the first inning. Since then, 3 strikeouts, 3 groundouts, and a line out. Here's another line out. Millar sending it to Hinsky at third. And there's one away.
Tried a curveball on Kevin Millar. Millar hits a rocket, but right at Eric Hinsky at third base. That's frustrating for a hitter. I mean, you don't even get like a step out of the batter's box and you're already out. You know you hit the ball well, but you don't even get a chance to run.
Does the running part take some sting out of not getting a base hit? You know how you just never mind.
I'm confused. What do you mean?
You didn't have a chance to run.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that if you have a chance to run, even though you're out, one is right back at Bautista, snares it, and throws out Varitek for the inning's second out, helping out himself there on the mound.
You want to continue this?
Not really. No, I'm just going to let it go, I think, and talk to you about it later. Here's Gabe Kapler with 2 outs. 9 in a row retired by Miguel Bautista. Kapler struck out swinging to end the first inning. Very nice play by Miguel Bautista. Right back at him on the mound to retire Jason Varitek, hitting the ball sharply. In the ground to Hinsky. 1, 2, 3, 4th inning for Miguel Bautista. He's retired 10 Red Sox in a row. On to the 5th, tied at 2.
Back at Fenway, all tied at 2 as we go to the top of the 5th inning. We'll know the score before the game with Nesson's new 1-hour pregame show. Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe pregame report. You get commentary, news, notes, matchups, analysis. Now a full hour before game time on Nesson. Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what about the guy next to her? I mean,
Apparently not interested. Remy is her love. How do you feel? Gomez fouls it off the right side, backing out of play.
a lot of work to do tomorrow. First off, they got a lot of catching up to do on the website.
What do you have to do?
Sign a lot of these scorecards. Got a lot of orders for, like, opening day, Schilling's first start. Got to sign books.
To be honest, do you actually sign all these, or do you have somebody in there that does a very nice,
absolutely sign it.
Jerry Remy signature?
Nope, that's one thing I can promise.
You get the real thing. Chris Gomez struck out his first time up. He is 0 for 1 as Schilling has 6 Ks so far. And add another to his total. 7 strikeouts for Schilling, 3 in a row.
Well, that matches his number against Baltimore in his first outing, the 7 strikeouts. Split-fingered fastball would get the strikeout here to Gomez. Second time he's got him. See how uncomfortable that swing is on that particular pitch. A split-fingered fastball, to me, is the toughest pitch to hit in baseball.
One away, Reed Johnson, the hitter. He is lined out to right field and struck out swinging.
And it comes out of the hand like a fastball. It's got good velocity on it. All of a sudden, bing, it's not there anymore. You can get some ugly-looking swings on it.
How about the rotation? Can you pick that up at all?
Yeah, you can, because it's not the normal rotation of a fastball, but still, it's the arm action, and it's thrown hard. It's thrown harder than obviously a forkball. It looks good for a while, then it doesn't look good at all.
A shallow right center field. Kapler calling. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the top half of the 5th inning. And to send along congratulations to the Pawtucket Red Sox, Jerry, who won both ends of a doubleheader yesterday against the Buffalo Bisons. Both 1-0 victories for Buddy Bailey and the Pawtucket Red Sox. They've opened up another successful season at McCoy Stadium. They had a nice luncheon the other day to welcome home the Paw Sox. The Red Sox senior advisor Jeremy Kapstein was the speaker for that. Lined into center field, and Crespo takes it up off the shoe tops to end the inning. A 1-2-3 5th for Schilling. Halfway through this one, we're tied at 2.
They're all tied at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 2nd. Kind of a festive day here at Fenway. But get the Globes award-winning sports coverage every day. Call 800-984-5335 for 50% off home delivery. The Boston Globe, your world unfolding daily.
Married him an autograph.
She'll marry me. Oh, him.
She needs a, right. Is she?
Al Forrester's get married?
No.
Is that Al Forrester?
Here is Cesar Crespo. Lead it off in the bottom of the 5th inning. Shortening up the show bunt, taking strike 1. Bautista, who's really settled down since the 1st inning. He had to throw 26 pitches in the 1st, which included 3 walks. Since then, he has retired 10 Red Sox in a row. And has 3 strikeouts as he works here into the bottom of the 5th inning. And in the meantime, his club has come up with 2 runs of their own. And they've tied the score here today, 2-2. Crespo waves at that, becomes the 4th strikeout. Victim of the afternoon for Bautista. Well, the game summary is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. Manny Ramirez getting the Red Sox on the board with a double in the 1st inning that scored Mark Bellhorn. And Curt Schilling has been very good today, as Schilling has struck out 7 Toronto Blue Jays over the first 5 innings. The Blue Jays would get to Schilling as they come up with 2 runs in the 4th inning. Josh Phelps with a double to drive in the 1st run. And we are tied at 2 as the Blue Jays were able to come up with another run on a ground out by Eric Hensky. Pokey Reese on the ground to Chris Gomez. A double pump almost cost him, and they just do get Pokey Reese. Gomez did not get rid of it right away, but Reese is out number 2.
A lot of times when an infielder double pumps, especially from that side of the infield, those guys with speed and beat it out, and Pokey Reese almost did beat it out. Kind of strange because it looked like Gomez had a handle on it.
It's almost one of those where you think that maybe Delgado was not yet at first base the way he kind of reacted, but he had to be by that time.
Yeah.
Delgado, a very good defensive first baseman. Quickly 2 outs in the inning. Bellhorn 0 for 1 with a walk.
For a guy that didn't look like he was going to get out of the 1st inning, Bautista, he's doing a very nice ball game right now.
Red Sox have just 1 hit. Manny Ramirez back in the 1st inning. And the ball 4 on 4 pitches. Bellhorn walks, and it breaks up a string of 12 in a row retired by Bautista. The last base runner for the Red Sox was a walk to Jason Varitek back in the 1st inning. Bill Miller 1 for his last 15. He's 0 for 2 today. In the line out and a ground out. Well, certainly one thing that the Red Sox got out of last night's win, not only was it an outstanding performance for Pedro Martinez, but another night in which the Red Sox did not really need to tax their bullpen. And they gave some of those guys another day off after a lot of work recently. And of course, the 13-inning game in Baltimore, the final game of this last road trip. And the Red Sox will have tomorrow off and then open up a series against the Orioles on Tuesday. And Terry Francona said by that point on Tuesday, it'll be all set again and everybody will have the regular amount of rest.
Yeah, they're in pretty good shape this afternoon, and they'll be in much better shape come Tuesday night.
On the ground, Hudson backing up to the outfield grass, has to hurry up and gets it there. And plenty of time to retire Bill Miller. Red Sox strand a man. We've played 5. We're tied at 2.
Park, it's 2-2 here as the Sox take the field and Curt Schilling's on the mound. We know about Curt's preparation and how he uses numbers and does a lot of research. So of course the people at MIT love Curt Schilling. And as a bonus for the ladies here at the sign, Curt Schilling's hosting a breakfast, you know, Dunkin' Donuts and the sandwich he has. You can meet Curt tomorrow, courtesy of Dunkin' Donuts, but they all have class tomorrow. So you're going to blow off class for this? Okay. Even at MIT, they blow off classes. There you go. Enjoy. It's on Dunkin' Donuts and Curt.
All right, Eric, thank you very much. Vernon Wells leads it off as we head to the 6th inning and sends the first one foul off the right side.
But their parents are pretty happy about that.
Vernon Wells, a bit of a nemesis today for Curt Schilling. Wells 2 for 2 in the game. A single and a double. He's come around to score a run. He has 2 of the 4 Toronto hits. Former first-round draft choice of the Toronto Blue Jays. And it's 1 and 2 now to Vernon Wells. Last time out for Schilling, he went 6 innings, giving up 6 hits and just the 1 run. You see J.P. Ricciardi, the Worcester native and general manager of the Toronto Blue Jays, done a fine job in turning around this Jays team in pretty short time and limited payroll. To center field, Crespo back to retrieve it for out number 1.
When you visit Fenway Park, check out the new expanded third base concourse inside Gate E. It's bigger, it's better than ever, and more entrances. Wider concourses, new and greater concession offerings, more TVs, more restrooms, and even a family restroom. It's the new third base concourse, another in the 3rd round of Fenway Park improvements.
1 down. Here's Carlos Delgado. First pitch swinging, skies it to short right center field. Bellhorn giving way to Crespo, the center fielder, and there's 2 down.
Schilling could really use a low pitch inning too here. He's got 71 on the day. A couple of very quick outs here in the 6th. Only 5 pitches for Schilling.
So 2 away, and it brings up Josh Phelps, whose double drove in a run in the 4th inning. They got the Blue Jays on the board. They would score twice and tie the score at 2. Seeing J.P. Ricciardi there reminded me of the night that he made probably one of the biggest moves that he's made as the general manager of the Blue Jays. That was really to dump Raul Mondesi. Saved the organization $19 million. It's turned into 4 or 5 pretty good players for the Blue Jays. And that night, of course, it occurred here at Fenway Park. He was in the original lineup, and then took place. The Mondesi was headed to the Yankees, since been dumped by the Yankees, but freed up a lot of money for the Toronto Blue Jays, and they've done very well with that money now. The 0-2 to Phelps. Back and through into center field. Schilling throwing up the pitching hand, trying to grab that one, but Phelps is aboard for the 2nd time today.
Always scary when you see the pitcher throw the bare hand. It's just a natural instinct to do that. Ground ball right back up the middle. It's falling off the first base side, reaches back, and on the 0-2 pitch, the base hit up the middle. That didn't make Schilling happy.
Breaks up a string of 8 in a row retired by Curt Schilling. Hinske. Schilling has now thrown 76 pitches today. And 56 for strikes. He threw 109 pitches in his 6 innings on Tuesday in Baltimore. 6 innings, 6 hits, a run. He walked 1 and struck out 7 in his Red Sox debut at Camden Yards. He has struck out 7 here today through 5 2/3 innings. Hinske hits it high and deep to right. Kapler headed back at the wall, leaps and can't get it into the bullpen. A 2-run home run for Eric Hinske, and the Blue Jays take the 4-2 lead. The first home run of the year surrendered by Curt Schilling as Hinske takes him deep.
Well, a couple of quick outs in this inning. Line drive out, a fly ball out, then the 0-2 base hit to Phelps up the middle, and Hinske gets a splitter that just kind of stays up in the zone about thigh high, and Hinske picks up his first home run of the year. Kapler back to the wall but can't quite reach it.
Hinske responsible for 3 of the 4 RBIs that the Blue Jays have in the game. He's been very productive. As Greg Myers 0 for 2 so far in this one stands in. Hinske looking to have a bounce back season after the Rookie of the Year that he had for the Blue Jays the year before last. Last year was kind of a quiet season for him, and attempting to bounce back, and he's off to a very good start.
It's one of the first moves that JP made when he took over as general manager, was getting Hinske from that Oakland organization. They had Eric Chavez at third base, so Hinske could have been in the minor leagues for quite some time.
0-2 in the dirt, knocked down by Veritek, and it's 1-2. Schilling last year in limited time gave up a total of 17 home runs in 168 innings. This one fouled off Veritek. Still 1-2.
One of his concerns about signing with the Red Sox is the fact that there's a little bit about this place being a home run hitter's ballpark. And after doing some research, is not quite the same as it used to be. As a matter of fact, Arizona was more of a home run hitting ballpark than here at Fenway.
2001 in Arizona gave up 37 home runs. Towards Reese. Bobbles it, stays with it, and throws wildly into the Red Sox dugout. Well, an initial bobble and then an errant throw on top of that.
Even with the bobble, he still had a chance to get Myers at first base. Looked like Myers was taking a strange route down that line. There's the ball off the heel of the glove. Can't get it in the bare hand. Still throws it, and throws it wild into the dugout.
Charged Pokey Reese with a double error.
Look at Myers. He's running. It's almost like he was thinking about rounding first base. The route he took to first base, very strange.
So Myers at second base with 2 down. Here's Orlando Hudson. Hudson 0 for 2. He's grounded out to second base and struck out. Hudson a long shot to make the big leagues, a 43rd round pick. 1997, now in his second season in the major leagues. Last year a regular, 142 games for the Toronto Blue Jays. Strike 2, and it's 1-2. Well, Schilling got 2 quick outs this inning, and the single to Phelps, the home run by Hinske. The 2 errors committed behind him by Reese. And the same play, this will be the 20th pitch of the inning. And it evens the count at 2-2. Only 4 miles per hour from Schilling that time as he is up to 87 pitches in his outing.
Back-to-back pitches inside on Hudson. Let's see what happens here now with the 2-2 count. Back to the splitter.
The 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Hudson. 8th strikeout for Schilling, but the damage has been done. The Blue Jays come up with 2, and at the end of 5 1/2, it's 4-2 Toronto. Red Sox baseball is brought to you by Foxwoods, Nissan, by Sovereign Bank. Curt Schilling certainly very frustrated by that last inning after getting 2 quick outs and then the 2-run home run, and he was pretty fired up coming off, as you might imagine. On to the last half of the 6th inning, David Ortiz. Ortiz walked in the 1st and struck out in the 3rd inning. Ortiz, Ramirez, and Millar bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and David with a big cut. Down 0-2.
Now the Red Sox offense has to get it geared up a little bit. Only 1 hit in the game with the 2 runs. Manny driving in a run, then the sacrifice by Millar. That's been it since the 1st inning.
He's retired 14 of the last 15 Red Sox hitters. Miguel Bautista, the only inning he ran into trouble was right out of the gate. He walked 3 in the 1st and gave up a hit. On the ground to Orlando Hudson. Very sure-handed second baseman throws out Ortiz. Manny Ramirez, the player profile, brought to you by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. In just a few moments, we see Manny Ramirez's spray chart. As 1 down, Manny stands in 1 for 2 today with an RBI. Now 6 RBIs on the season for Ramirez. He taps the first one foul.
2003 last year, Manny, you can see, look at that, going to the opposite field there, 23%, 22 pulling, hits the ball all over the field, on the ground, more so pulling the ball, but when he hits to the outfield, he spreads it all around.
So the Blue Jays are pretty much defensively aligned like you probably would, pretty much straight up, because he can hit it just about anywhere.
Yeah, even Vernon Wells in center field, just shading him slightly toward right field. Just a couple of steps.
Evens up at 1-1. Mentioned the Manny now has 6 RBIs. The league leader so far, Maglio Ordonez, has 10 RBIs for the Chicago White Sox to lead the American League. Scott Rowland with 13 for the St. Louis Cardinals to set the pace in the major leagues.
Checking the crowds around baseball with the attendance, they've been very good everywhere.
And it's still 1-2 to Manny Ramirez. The Sox have had only 1 hit today. Belongs to Manny Ramirez back in the 1st inning. At the time it appeared perhaps the Red Sox may get to Bautista. Gomez. 2 down.
funny how it works with these pitches sometimes. I mean, you know, you get through early trouble and then they settle down and you can't get to them.
Two away here in the last of the sixth. Kevin Millar 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly as he hit one to the track in the first inning to bring in the Red Sox second run. Red Sox had the 2-0 lead, but since then the Blue Jays have come up with 4 unanswered runs and lead it 4-2 here in the sixth inning. Miguel Bautista in his first year in a Blue Jays uniform up against Curt Schilling today. And although Schilling early on appeared to be much better than Bautista, it is evened out and then some here for the Jays. Schilling has 8 strikeouts today. And the Blue Jays have the 4-2 lead. If you were a betting man coming in, you would likely think that Schilling would have the better outing of the two. That's not been the case, as Bautista has only given up 1 hit through 5 2/3 innings. Bautista has thrown 83 pitches, and his 3-1 is fouled back.
Again, one of those fastballs that had an awful lot of movement on it. To Millar, it looked like it was going to be an inside fastball. Then that thing started to bury him inside. Just a lot of movement, tailing down back in, and just a half swing by Millar.
In the air to the left, down the line towards the pole, and it is foul.
Now that's almost the same pitch, but that time Millar was ready for it and just pulled it foul. Once again, the fastball moving back inside to Millar. He opens up just a bit quicker. Close, but foul.
Again, the 3-2 to right center field. Back goes Vernon Wells. And he'll make the catch, cutting in front of the right fielder Reed Johnson. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox in the sixth. 4-2 Toronto. As we head to the